I hope that all of you are doing well. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the English literature aspirants who cleared NTA UGC NET examination conducted on October 1st, 2020. There are two important reasons for me to make this video. One reason is to make the beginner level students understand what kind of strategy you need to adopt in order to make your exam preparation easy. And the second reason is the most important. Many of the Telegram group members personally messaged me in the Instagram, and sadly they were seen very depressed and hopeless. One of them told like, sir, actually I studied a lot during the corona lockdown time period and covered the entire syllabus, but after the result was announced as usual, he was able to secure a percentile score very near to cutoff but was not able to qualify, and it happened for him during the previously conducted 2 NET examinations. So when I asked him more, I come to know that he belonged to open general category, so naturally the cutoff will be too high. So in this video we will discuss how to tackle this by smart work and consistent practice. So let's begin the video. When we are about to initiate the preparation, two questions come to our mind. Where to start from and how to study. And while starting the preparation, many of them have doubts like, can an average student crack UGC NET easily, or is it meant for only those type of people who sit 24 hours in a secluded room during this reading studying time period doing nothing. So there is nothing like that. See, we need to know the distinction between hard work and smart work. You need to work hard in the right direction and need to understand strategies that work for you. You can also make use of technology, make notes online as if in laptop or tablet, so that the editing notes become more easier to you rather than these traditional methods. So regarding these things we are going to talk in detail in this video, and you understand the idea, learn it, revise the topic and practice. So need to note that practice is the key here. So take one step at a time and have a daily schedule which will make your preparation load easy to finish. To explain this, I think most of you are aware of the American movie The Shawshank Redemption. It had good IMDb rating and is a very famous movie. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it definitely. In the movie, we can see the character. He is sentenced to lifetime imprisonment despite his claims of innocence. So to escape from prison, he builds a tunnel from the prison wall by using a small stone. And it took him 19 years to patiently scratch the wall and make the tunnel with the small stone. So this is the power of consistency and patience which we could also apply while considering exam preparations too. So why I told about this character is because always instead of thinking what to do the next 6 months, it is much better if you are able to think what should I learn for the next 1 hour time period. It will make a huge difference in your preparation level. And remember that consistency is always the key to success. And you should also adopt powerful strategies to tackle the weak areas. Here I am not talking about the beginners, but we could see a set of intermediate aspirants who keep on scoring the same marks continuously during many attempts which will probably be near to their cutoff marks but did not qualify the exam. So this situation, as you know, is very frustrating, and if you are one among them, you need to understand this. First of all, we need to note that confidence plays an important role here. You will be thorough with the syllabus and must have gone through many study materials, but here a lack of practice session makes you mentally weak when eventually makes you underconfident. So let me explain it more clearly. Suppose one student get 150 marks out of 300 for one examination. So we know it is 50%, and imagine that cutoff was 52% that time. And there was even people who will not qualify NET with a small point difference. So from this year we can see only percentile score is given. So for your understanding, I am saying this percentage now. So very near to the percentile score it will come, just a point difference. So that is very frustrating actually, but you have had almost the enough knowledge to qualify NET, but still you will not qualify. In that case, usually they come so depressed and frustrated, which will again lead them into same situation during the next examination because you are becoming underconfident. So here, instead of concentrating on your marks and cutoff, analyze the same question paper and understand that in which area you made most of your answers wrong. So you need to take that question paper again and take each question and analyze from which area it was asked, and you just look the associated areas. So if you are already covered the syllabus, preparing using the previous year question paper is the best method. to crack in such cases. So give separate time for those weak areas so that you can master them the next time. Also an important point I need to make here is that please do not hesitate to solve the previous year question papers. It will not only improve your confidence level, but analyzing your progress also will make you aware of your weak areas that you need to know. So when we consider the preparation strategy of the toppers, we need to know that UGC NET examination syllabus contains both bachelor syllabus and master syllabus, and it is not just based on one university syllabus. Entire country syllabus they are actually taking in an average manner, an equivalent syllabus they are considering, and almost 900 to 1000 writers will be asked, and many other areas, cultural studies, literary criticism, linguistics, or from all areas we need to become aware of those areas. Too much deep questions can't be expected, but still overall idea is necessary. So for this type of learning, using your flashcards for revision is very important, because if one chapter will be containing 10 to 20 pages, so once you have completed the chapter, again for revision we need to turn all the pages. It is very difficult. So while you prepare that time, it is better that you can write the main points in a small kind of flashcard kind of paper. It can be, there are also applications available in mobile and in laptop. In traditional method also you can try, but in the flashcard form you need to write in a small bullet points, so that for the next time when you revise, that entire point you can cover using a small flashcard. So within 15 to 20 minutes you can cover an entire chapter during revision. So that is very advantageous. So when the examination time becomes nearer, these flashcards will become very useful to you. So if you feel difficulty in some areas, those flashcards you should separate into one section, and the easy areas you should keep in other section. So if you do that way, that difficult question flashcards you can separately give more time and revise. So this method will help you to tackle those weak areas too. So next time it becomes very easy for you to remember things, and very lengthy chapters can be finished very easily later after this. So for jotting down mistakes also you can use the flashcards, and while solving previous year questions or model papers, write the question answers on flashcards which you failed to answer. So this will help you a lot in your preparation. And concluding the point, I would like to talk about a situation the great scientist Thomas Alva Edison had to face in his life. So he had to face a situation in which once his laboratory got fire and his entire experimental findings got destroyed. So very pathetic situation, right? So when reporters asked him about what he feel about this, he replied in a very unexpected manner. He said that it is not his hard work that got destroyed, but his mistakes which he had done so far. So now he got the opportunity to start afresh. And this type of positive mentality we should prevail not only while facing exams, but also while coming across our day-to-day problems. Next, I would like to discuss with you how to analyze a previous year question paper by using it as a tool for practice. I will take one question and show you. As we know, in case of paper 2, there are very few chances for a question to get repeated for the next examination. So what actually is the benefit of coming across previous year questions? It is not to by heart the question, but to understand the pattern and analyze so that we can predict the type of questions which will be asked for the next examination. For your understanding, let's take a question which was asked in the 2020 NET examination. The question is, who is the author of A Fragment, one of the earliest vampire stories in English? So options are there: P.B. Shelley, Lord Byron, Bram Stoker and Mary Shelley. So first of all, what all things we will understand by seeing this question? We need to know from which unit of the syllabus the question was asked first of all. So we can consider that unit 1 to 5 section, which includes drama, poetry, fiction and non-fiction. So from that area it was asked. And when we consider writers, Shelley and Lord Byron, both of them belong to the late romantic period. So late romantic period you got a word. So if you are not that much aware of all the writers, you need to just refer to that time period. You can either search in Wikipedia or Britannica, or you can use the guides. Wikipedia, I am saying it is Wikipedia cannot be considered as an authentic website for research purposes and all, but for UGC NET examination it is fine, I would say, because too much deeper questions we can't expect during NET examination. Most probably the background details, the basic kind of ideas, all are very clearly given in simple terms in Wikipedia. So it will help you a lot in your preparation. But you should also, it's better to look the other sources also, but For quick information, Wikipedia will be very much helpful for UGC NET examination, that you should know. Okay. And here we were talking about late romantic period we need to understand, and the writers Shelley and Lord Byron specifically we need to know, and Bram Stoker we know, actually he is an Irish author best known today for 1897 Gothic horror novel Dracula, and Mary Shelley is also a precursor of this scientific fiction with her Frankenstein. So all these 4 writers you need to be aware of, and about the fragment work also you need to understand. So fragment, when we consider, it is an unfinished 1819 vampire horror story written by Lord Byron. So this is not too much famous work, but still if you put forward some preparation, you will get this answer. It's a medium level question we can say. So this fragment was one of the first in English to feature a vampire theme, and the main character was Augustus Darwell. Okay, so late romantic period we got idea, these 4 writers we got idea, and about fragment also we got a background information. So this way, at least this much at least we need to understand if you analyze a question. Okay, and it is better if you know about the Gothic tradition and other writers associated with it too. Okay, so that way with one question we are getting a tightly packed information. So previous year questions, instead of concentrating on that question, we need to know in what all directions that question actually make us move into, look forward. Okay, and we need to also note that generally when we consider the UGC NET examination, 50% of the questions will be of very easy type questions, which can be answered by anyone who have an MA degree. That kind of difficulty level it will be, and rest of the 30% questions are very important. They will be of the intermediate type, which can be answered only if the student put some effort as a part of preparation. But we need to know that there will be a remaining 20% questions like very difficult type, which will not be even in syllabus and can't be even answered by an experienced professor of English literature. So your focus should be always to answer those 30% intermediate questions, and the cutoff will be usually based on that. So that's all for today's video. This is just my perspective of smart learning. If you have an effective method to convey to others, you can use the comment section of this video. In the upcoming videos, we will be continuing with the learning series. So make sure you regularly watch the lecture videos posted here, where I will be explaining the topic strictly in the exam point of view. So until we meet next time, goodbye and happy learning.